fellow bookworms to Tibra's Den. My name is Whitney and I have a fun video for you guys today. We're going to do another tag video. We're going to be doing the BookTube Numbers Tag. I was tagged by Emily Jean Blatt. Of course, her video is down in the description below, so definitely go check her out. And then the original creator of the tag was Jim's book reading and stuff. A mouthful there, but I'll also leave his video and his channel linked down below so you can go check him out as well. This definitely seems like a fun tag. Some of the answers I did have to look up beforehand just because I don't really keep track of my stats, and I'm not always good about being active on Goodreads. So I did, so that way I would have a answer for the question. I did look up some stuff, just so I would have a rough idea of the numbers. So I did just finish filming a video talking about Tiger's Curse and Tiger's Quest, so that's why I still look the same. I'm doing a lot of different videos this month, and so yeah, I just wanted to do this one real quick after I finished filming that one. Just FYI, I love these books, so definitely go see my thoughts. I didn't include any spoilers, but these are so good. I'm hoping my husband offered to stop and see if they maybe had them at the little independent, like, used bookstore that is in the bigger city where he works. So I'm crossing my fingers that he can find the next in the series, because it's a series of 5 books plus one little novella that's like a prequel. And so I read these back to back. I just finished the second one like a little while ago and I want more. So crossing my fingers, but we shall see. And of course, before we get into the tag, if you could go ahead and give this video a like, it really does help out the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on a thing. So the first question, what was your first booktube video? So my first booktube video was actually a year ago, a little over, a couple days over. But I announced that I was going to be doing book of the month. So my book of the month was Legacy by Nora Roberts, and so I did an announcement video on that, and gave all the information on that because I was breaking it down by chapter sets for each week, and there was going to be discussion questions and everything like that. So that was my very, very first video. I had that kind of idea in my mind, and I really loved doing the discussion questions, coming up with them, and I definitely want to continue with that. I'm reading another Nora Roberts book this month, and I'm going to be doing discussion questions on that. Just one, kind of final set of discussion questions. I'm not breaking it up by week, but yeah, definitely keep your eye out for that. So, and let's see, how many books are you currently reading? So I was reading two, because I've been reading The Origin by Irving Stone. I started this last month and finished the first portion of it, part one, and then this month I'm reading part two. It is dense, so um, it's just, I'm not rushing through it. I'm taking my time. I'm breaking it down so I don't get burnt out on it. But so far, really, really enjoying this. So I'm reading that one, and then I was, of course, reading the Tiger's Quest up until like a half an hour ago. So uh, I guess one now, but it will be two because I'll pick up the next book I want to read. So right now, about 2 books I'm reading, and maybe 3 because I'm planning on throwing in some of my little tiny short books in there as well. So let's see, what were the top 3 books you read last year? And so I did kind of look through and see what I read last year because it all kind of blurs together in my mind. I knew My Sergei by Ekaterina Gordieva with E.M. Swift. That one definitely stood out. I read it, that was like the last book I read last year, and absolutely, it was a reread for me, but I connected with it on a whole new level now as an adult. So definitely that one. I'll leave a picture here, of course. And then a surprising one for me, my husband had it on his shelf and he had gotten it in like one of those just they send you whatever books, and it's called Freedom's Ransom by Anne McCaffrey. And I'm not a big sci-fi person, and I ended up loving it. I got the next book because I just found it. I happened across it at a thrift store. So I read the fourth book, then found the third book, read it, and then I have since got the first two books. It's a quartet, and so I haven't read those yet, but I'm planning on going back and reading the whole series in order this time. So that one definitely stands out. And then Conspiracy of Cats by B.C. Harris is another one. Again, I'll leave pictures. This was her debut uh, novel, and they contacted me and sent it to me. I read it as an ebook, which I don't like reading ebooks. I did really enjoy it despite that, and I've actually ordered the physical copy now. And I'm planning on rereading it soon, but that one, the story is still so vivid in my mind. I really enjoyed that. I know she's going to be having another one coming out, so I'm definitely keeping my eyes out for that. I'm not sure when, but I can't wait till her next novel comes out because I really enjoyed Conspiracy of Cats. And then I just want to mention two more. I know it said three, but these two were very much up there. The Ring by Danielle Steele. I read that because my grandma gifted me her entire Danielle Steele collection. And I don't know, I had this kind of block about Danielle Steele. I was like, oh, she's a romance writer. Like, there's not going to be a lot of depth to her story. It's going to be very romance heavy. Wasn't the case. I loved The Ring. Really enjoyed that one. And then the other one I wanted to mention was Angel's Command by Brian Jacques. Um, I read that one. It's one of the only, like, well, it is a duology. And I think it's the second one in the duology, but it was one of the ones that wasn't part of the big Redwall series that my husband has, and so I picked it up and absolutely loved it. The funny thing about that one, though, I kept falling asleep while reading it, not because it was boring, but I wanted to just like, I could picture it, and so like I could see it in my mind. I just wanted to close my eyes and be there, and so I kind of drift off, and I'd be like kind of dreaming about the book and the story. So I really did enjoy that one too. So I had to mention those two. Let's see here for how many books did you read last year? So I had to look this up based on kind of what my videos were, and kind of estimated a little bit about 64 books last year. It was kind of hard because I had to, there were some books I did that were like in one book, but it was, a collection. So it was three books like in one, like The Wrinkle in Time. And so I did my best, but approximately 64 books from the second half of the year though, because I didn't start till June. I started, oh, I want to do this channel. And I did not include, we also read the Chronicles of the One series. Me and my husband did. It's a trilogy. So I didn't include those. So that's 67. And we read those together. We read them out loud. And that wasn't included like on my booktube. So I actually started reading those beforehand. So yeah, those are included too. So around 67. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, but I think more, probably on the higher side of that. And then, how many books have you rated 5 stars this year? And I actually have my little Cawpile notebook, which I started doing this year, and so I was able to easily count up how many I have given 5 stars, and that's 10 of them. There's been a lot of these are 4 to 5 stars. But let's see. The first one was I Rode a Horse of Milk White Jade by Diane Lee Wilson. That was my first 5 star of the year. Then I did The Glass Dragon by Irene Radford, which I still want to get the rest in that series. I really enjoyed the magic in that book and just the atmosphere and everything overall. So I still need to get the rest of that series as well. And then we had With No One as Witness by Elizabeth George, which was another one that kind of surprised me. Ember from the Sun by Mark Cantor, which was one I was really interested in and I thought I would enjoy, and I definitely did. Let's see, then we have The Otherland City of Golden Shadow, which is the first in the Otherland series by Tad Williams. Really, again, another one that surprised me. Had a lot of things that I dislike in books, but yeah, I really enjoyed that one. So that one was kind of a surprise one. Then Green Rider by Kristen Britton, which I read the first one, which is Green Rider. I have 3 more. I think there's 7 or 8 in the series. And it's one I want to take my time with. So I read the first one. I was like, I have to put this down and kind of wait till I can devote more time to the series because I really enjoyed it. And then let's see here. And then most recently, I read The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, which I knew I was going to love. Gave that a 5-star. And then Tiger's Quest and Tiger's Curse both got 5 stars as well. So, um, yeah, I do. I generally enjoy books for what they are, so I'm not too critical on them. And so I do often give, as long as I've found enjoyment in it, it will often get higher ratings for sure. So, do you have a reading target for this year and are you on track? I don't have a specific number of books I want to read. I do have some goals I want to complete. So I want to complete my ABC author challenge, which I think there was 28 books in there because I had to do double on a couple of the letters because I wasn't able to find the last name, and so I went with first name, which per my rules means I had to do double books. And so I am on track there as long as I kind of have them, set out. I need to read 2 books a month, and 1 month I need to read 3 books. So I am on track there. And then my 25 days of book miss books, I want to finish this year by December so I can get more. And I am on track there currently. And then I want to complete the Dresden Files series, which I am on track currently on that. As long as I keep reading the number of books I need to, I'll complete that this year. So there's not a set number, but there are set goals that I want to do. So most of them I need to read 2 a month in order to complete it, but there's some that are a little different each month. So we shall see, but so far on track, and hopefully I can keep it up. And then, how many pages long is the book you are reading now? So that would be this dense one here. It is 762 pages, not including the acknowledgments. The acknowledgments are about 2 pages, so 764. Sometimes I read the acknowledgments, sometimes I don't. So it is long and it's dense. Like the writing's packed in there. So it does take a little bit of time each time I read a chapter. It takes a couple hours. So, but yeah, this is my current read that I'm on, and 762 pages. How long are your videos? My videos vary greatly. Some of them are shorter, around 10 minutes. Most of them, on average, are 30 to 45 minutes. And then I do have some longer ones. I did my Nora Roberts collection, which is a 3-hour one. I'm not sure if it's going to be up before this one or after this one, probably after. But I did reread, rewrite, or burn game using my Nora Roberts books, and that one's about an hour. So it varies. I know a lot of like booktubers and YouTubers in general try to keep their video length very consistent. I don't. I just video, and it's whatever length it is based on the content that I'm doing. So, let's see. And I actually like longer videos too. Like, I kind of get frustrated when because I often read while I'm watching videos. Because I want to support others in the community, so I'll put on their videos, but I need to read too. So I'll be reading and watching, and the shorter videos just don't give me enough time to watch, comment, and be working on my read. So I like the longer videos because I can read while I'm watching them, and then when I hear something that I can connect to, then I can leave a quick comment and then go back to my book while I finish watching them. And so yeah, I do like longer videos for sure. Let's see. Do you have a favorite number? I do. The first number, I have a couple, but the first number that's my favorite is number 3. and I love any variations or multiples of 3. Um, Generally speaking, I prefer like prime numbers or odd numbers, but I do like number 12 because it's a multiple of 3, so it's fine. I really like the number 7 as well. So, and I love the number 21 because it's a multiple of 7 and 3. When my husband and I got married, we actually got married on the 21st of October. And it was funny because my sister was going to get married the next year, and I was like, she got engaged before me, and I was like, well, I don't want to wait 2 years, but I need an odd number. Like, I need to get married in an odd number year. And so I asked her, and she was like, oh yeah, that's fine, you can get married before me. Because I was like, otherwise I have to wait because I'm not getting married in an even number year. It's just not happening. So that was kind of just funny. Like, I'm obsessed with numbers, so I guess this tag is actually perfect for me. And let's see, the last one. Do you have a book on your shelves with a number in the title? And I have several. I actually pulled them. So the first one is the one I'm going to be reading this month, the reread of Nora Roberts, and that's Three Fates. This is my favorite Nora Roberts book. You can see it's a little torn. It's been through a lot with me. Dogs got a hold of it at one point. But yeah, this is my favorite one. So Three Fates. And then we have this one, which I've never read. It was kind of a like impulse buy. It looked interesting to me, and that's the sixth extinction. Sorry, the sixth extinction. Um, so it has the number 6, and I love the cover, like how it's like a little dinosaur. But this was a cover buy for me. Then I have 1984 by George Orwell, which I'll be getting to soon. And another one, 44 Charles Street, which is one of the Daniel Still that my grandma gifted me. So I do have several. And that is it as far as the questions go. I can't think of anybody to tag off the top of my head. So if you're watching this and you would love to do this, definitely do so. It's a lot of fun, and if you like numbers, perfect tag to do. And otherwise, I'll leave anybody I think of down below, but I'll go ahead and leave you guys here. Happy reading, everyone. Bye.